Hello and welcome to Efficient Strategy Gaming. Today we're going to be playing Panzer Corps 2 on Generalismus mode, so let's get into it. We're at the Battle of Sedan here, and so we need to break through the Ardennes forest. You have the Maginot line here to the south, Belgium to the north, and France and the English Channel is off in the distance. This is the Meuse River here. And famously, you had two generals make the crossing first. It was Guderian in the south, about right here, and Rommel in the north, about right here. And I'm not sure who got there first, but basically Guderian waited for his infantry to attack. He did not attack first with the panzers. The infantry came across using a warehouse as cover, and then once they got across, there was a heavy amount of, a concentrated amount of bombing done right here in Sedan. They got across and established the bridgehead, while Rommel had his Kraschützen cross a dike that wasn't defended because the French had lined up away from the river and established his bridgehead. And then he famously ferried his panzers across the Meuse while the bridgehead was being established, while the pontoon bridge was being established, while Guderian established his pontoon bridge and then had the panzers cross. So that's kind of what we're simulating here to a certain extent. But as you can see, there are pretty decent distances in between the airports. So I opted for strategic bombers here that can really cover a lot of territory. And we only have one dive bomber because they can't make the distances and there's a lot of downtime with the dive bombers, and 3 fighters because we are going to have some pretty thick opposing air force that we're going to have to deal with. So let's hit the end deployment button here. We'll start off by taking out this Belgium town here. Hopefully busting a line through. Busting a hole through the line, rather. Let's see if they can't make him retreat. I doubt it, but maybe we get lucky. Nope. Okay, and then hopefully the fighter can clean this up. I do expect resistance in Bastogne. And we're able to find out that there's no one in this province here. I need to put the artillery right here so next turn they can step up one and then hit the town. I imagine there will be no resistance down here. Just want to see what the deepest move is that we can take here. So this is getting organized pretty well. Don't have, so we can move up these fighters. I don't have a target for this strategic bomber yet. Let's give this strategic bomber fighter support and move up the rest. The enemy air force can attack these units right here. So it's important to have fighter coverage for your strategic bombers, etc. I want to move this guy up as fast as possible. We'll just get him back on the roads and pass the turn. So that infantry is going to be so deadly against tanks in the forest, and I believe this is a forested province right here. Yep. Because of the close defense, and I think that tanks lack close defense, if I'm not mistaken. Ground defense, close defense, 0. So that's the reason why that's so lopsided. And I forgot to tell you guys, so the Panzer Patreons are back. We've got Tom, we've got von Dumkopf, we've got Wes, and we have Hunter. Wes and Hunter both have double moves on them. Tom, sorry you don't get a hero, and then von Dumkopf has double attack, envelopment, and phased movement. So I really stacked him up. It was his idea to put my Patreons on the tank name, so thank you. Okay, so this guy got a little roughed up. That's good to see. Let's see if we can't make him go away permanently. That would be nice. Oh, we just barely can get there. That's perfect. Could probably get this guy over here. They won't have spotting over here for their fighters to attack him, so he can be undefended. Okay, the engineers can move up. Oh, this is perfect. So this Ware infantry will be able to get the engineering bonus and be able to ignore half of the enemy entrenchment. Wow, they retreated pretty early there. That was surprising. I'd like to hit this guy again. Oh, the second fighter's over here. Okay. So I can hit this. I know I have to hit this guy up. But this fighter's probably going to be over. Let's get him low. Okay. So we're going to have to attack into this with no further support on the battlefield that I can see. There we go. Move up again. Get the artillery right behind him. And we're in a real good move here because now that this guy is... Now that we can see him, basically, unless he can move over here, he really can't attack this Panzer because he's got someone else blocking him. So he can't attack from the road. Hopefully that helps us. I think it will. I need von Dumkopf to get up here. With all those extra stats and bonuses. If you move over here, by the way, the Maginot Line will hit you. I just need this guy to get off the side of the road. Wow, he does have an entrenchment. Maybe it would have been best to bring up this engineer first. I guess I could do an undo on this. The engineer didn't really help that much. Can we do a mass attack? Gosh, that was really annoying. Because if he had stayed, von Dumkopf could have basically made him surrender. And we're just we're jammed up here, guys. With all the infantry in the back. just how it was in June of 1940. I believe it was June. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, this guy can move, but backwards only. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Oh, you're going to go up against von Dummkopf. And he can move up the little sneaker. Okay, so he'll drive all the way back. That wasn't that much damage. So I'm okay with that. This guy can barely get in there. Dealing with an entrenchment 3 right here. What can the Strat bomber do? So plenty of artillery support in this situation. Does this mean I can't move up there? He can move up there, just no truck. Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with that. I thought that meant that he couldn't move up there at all. And he'll have to resupply. Yeah, I don't think we're going to move that guy up there. It's perfect. Gives air support to both of those guys. Nice. So after this, I think there's only one tactical bomber left. Right, how do we... Von Dummkopf, you're going to have to make yourself useful there. Perfect. Let's get the engineer up 6 and 1 because of that close attack. See, the engineer should be the head of the column here for sure. Can von Dummkopf get up? Yeah. Because if he retreats, he's mine. We could do that. But the Maginot would fire on us. No, thank you. Let's move this infantry up. And the problem, since we have the leader trait, it's like Blitzkrieg expert or something, we can make deep dives with our tank, and then all of a sudden, our problem becomes diving too far or too fast. We've got 20 turns. Not to worry. We got plenty of time, guys. Okay, we're looking good. You can really hurt yourself in this game if you move up too fast. And you could definitely accuse me of doing that. Moving up way too fast. Just take this guy out. See, and the dive bomber is going to have to move up because there's no one for him to attack. He just doesn't have the range for this map. Get the strat bomber over here. Fortunately, we couldn't pick that guy off. I've noticed that The AI is not replenishing their airplanes. So that, to me, used to be a good thing because that means it drained prestige and quite a bit of it because air is so expensive, but it drained that prestige out of the AI's bank. So I used to get these fighters and these TAC bombers down to 1, let them go back, take a few turns to replenish, and then I would just finish them off while they're still in the airbase. I don't know if the devs know about that or what the deal is. Let's go, Hunter. Oh. Okay. It's okay, Hunter. We did a good thing anyways. Dive, dive. Deep dives. That guy can't move. Get him up in a safe-ish position. This is Panzer Corps 2. Everyone can move around the map however they want. That's got to take him out. Oh, you're kidding me. Nice. And he can get right there. But we've outrun our air cover. I think we're going to put him right here. We have no other engineers in this line. This is a very defensible position, so I feel pretty good about that. Let's get this leg infantry up first, because they're going to be the ones ultimately attacking Sedan. Just like Guderian had it back in the day. I'm going to move the recon up first just because he can move so far so fast. I don't feel good about pushing him up there. My precious Hunter. No, that's Von Dumkopf. Here we go, Tom. Let's get you looking good, Tom. Feel strong before you go up, huh? And that should be the turn. Let's make sure there's nothing else to move up. And he can't. He just moved over there. Okay. They had nothing to do. There was nothing to do. I like that. No attacks from the French. Not today. No, sir. Okay. Wow, because they're in that forest? -8. I wonder how Wes is going to hold up over here. We can get the engineers in the drink, but not across. Let's try to support these guys as best as we can here. He'll go there, he'll go there. Okay, looking a little better, Von Dumkopf. They've got a 1-ranked TAC bomber. That's all they got. Okay, let's get a little scouting going on here. Yeah, no whammies. Okay. So these guys have 0 close defense. Okay. So if I move him back in the forest, it's just as well? I'm not sure. I can move him onto the river, or I can move him right here and we can have a recon bonus. Let's move from the back first. If I move him up there, this tank is going to be no good in this situation. And I know there's no one in this province here, so we're going to do that. The question is, where can I safely move my artillery? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so next turn this guy will be able to fire if called upon. Get him up. Let's get these guys in a line so they can mutually support each other. All right, so we're going to end the video here. We're about midway. We're about to make our cross of the Meuse River. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content, and I'll see you on the next one.